Thunder.
Sometimes shit rolls down the hill, you just got to try catch it in your mouth.
What? What?
You never heard that expression?
No!
No.
Oh, I just made it up.
No, I'm not sure.
Probably why I've not heard of it.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that. But I want
That's
to.
like taking the cheese rolling, but to like a whole new level.
Yo, let's do that. Actually, I'll take on cheese rolling.
Cheese rolling, yeah, dangerous.
We can make that into an esport.
Cheese rolling esports. Imagine if that picked up, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bugsy Mane in the Gouda.
Man, I'm pretty sure some genius would make a decent MOBA out of it.
Let's do it.
I want to main the Edam. Like it's big, it's round, and it's red, and it rolls fast.
Since when do you, how many types of cheese do you know? How about that? That's a good
I
drinking
know
game.
so many. I know so many.
Probably about 4.
There's Edam, there's Gorgonzola, there's Stilton, there's
Oh.
mozzarella. There's yeah, I'm gonna be here all day. I could be here all day. I could.
What's that? The circle one you put in the oven.
Baby Bell?
A baby bell.
A baby!
Baby Bell.
a
Oh,
camembert.
Yeah,
camembert,
yeah.
isn't
A fucking baby.
They're so
bell.
ass. Like all you see on the internet is people like eating it everywhere or at home, and it's ass.
Baby bell.
No, I like it. You put garlic in it and a bit of rosemary,
It's
olive
not
oil.
Good.
It's
just
fancy.
not that good. Yeah, I know, but it's just not like just Chinese or something.
It's when you're bad at cooking and want to be romantic. You're like, here, baby, the block of cheese.
Oh, it's odd.
What if you're lactose intolerant though? That could end badly.
Yo, anyway, yo, I got something to say.
Mhm.
Go
I
on.
got something to say. Check it out. Yo, we're gonna do a big podcast today.
Yeah.
A big, thick, meaty one.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Me too.
what I'm talking about. All right. So you can tell us a bit about your gaming histories, your journeys, and where you're at. And because I've never really met you two, and I'm new, so this podcast is very much an excuse for me to just get to know you guys and understand more about you. Or Tiny, you want to say something?
No, I think these two guys speak for themselves very, very well. I don't think I need to introduce them at all. I feel like they can do it all by themselves, so it's all good.
The two that need no introduction.
Do you want to go first, Jake?
Oh, you mean now?
We don't stop
Bro.
here. Yeah.
We're live. We're
Oh.
live.
All right, fair enough. I was waiting for something like. Yeah, no worries. All right, yeah, man. I'm Jake. That's what pretty much everybody knows me by, but my in-game name is Apollyon, and I've been gaming since the PlayStation 1 was chipped, and you could get as many games as you want.
Yo, I had that too.
So I traded it for a bike that was on its rims. It didn't have tires. It's a weird trade for a kid. And that's when I started gaming, to be fair. Harry Potter, the Philosopher's Stone, Monsters Inc., loads of crazy games. There was just like like a folder or a DVD case just full of these games.
Yes.
And that's just pretty much when it started, really. I mean, I didn't really like school a lot. I didn't like going to school even when I was young because I've always struggled in classrooms. To be fair, I've always been a daydreamer, as I like to call it. Like, there were many times when I was really, really young when they'd call my name about 4 times and I'd just be off in my own world, just making like stupid stories up. So it was like gaming was absolutely my thing. And I've picked up consoles since then, up until recently, to be fair. So pretty much throughout all my life, I've gamed on all consoles. I'm more of an RPG open world guy. So games like Skyrim, Fallout, absolutely
Legend.
loved the open world because that kind of bought into my fantasy, you know? So like my pretty much escape while I was at school, the stories that I was creating for myself, they were pretty much created for me, but you know, I could explore these worlds and stuff, and that's what kind of gripped me the most growing up.
Were you a Stormcloak or an Empire person? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, Stormcloak.
Oh, okay. Fair
Yeah.
play. Fair play. Fair
Yeah,
play.
and just pretty much all around not nice person, to be fair.
I wasn't going to say anything. I wasn't going to say anything, but
Yeah, yeah. But no, it was amazing because when Skyrim like came out, it was like such a huge game. There's so much to do. I mean, calling down dragons is, you know, absolutely unreal. If you're a storyteller or you just like to use your own imagination, that's just like the next step.
Didn't Skyrim like turn 10 years old, or am I crazy? Did it turn 20 or something recently?
feel old.
I'm not sure, but it'll be a long time ago. To be fair, I mean, the best thing about it is people still play it, so it's like
The
the
mods
absolute
are
timeless.
beautiful. The mods are beautiful.
There's some scary ones. I've seen like Thomas the Tank Engine horror mods.
Oh yeah.
And it's
Oh
not
god,
nice.
Yeah.
Like the opening scene, when obviously when you must have seen the clip of the opening scene of Sky where you've got the tower and they go, oh, what was that? And he says, choo choo, and you just see the screen just sit on the. You must have seen that. You must have seen that.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah. There's been many questionable things I've seen. There was a guy I followed on YouTube, and he just used to do parodies of Skyrim all of the time. There's just so fun. But that buys into everything. That pretty much got me into gaming. To be fair,
Was it
I
MX3
mean,
by any chance?
pardon.
MX3 was it by any chance? That's the guy I used to watch all the time.
I can't remember. No, it was Manslayer or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't really remember the name because it's been so long since I actually tried to look for the channel. To be fair, but yeah, they've always been my kind of games growing up, and then as I got older, pretty much mobile gaming throughout high school. Really, I've always been interested in MOBAs. They were my kind of games. I can't remember the first one I came onto, but it was like there was a little goblin at the shop at the start when you bought your boots and whatever, and it just went, anything you like every time. And my friends just used to say it to me all of the time, like because I was the only person that played this MOBA.
Go on, 10 points to Gryffindor if anyone gets that.
Yeah, if you know that, it sounds like Tiny may have played it before. It may be still huge, to be fair.
It sounds very familiar. It sounds incredibly familiar.
Bro, I'm gonna Google anything you like and see what it does.
It was so funny because he used to like really take the piss out of me all the time and just say it because
it sounds so familiar. It's really bugging me.
because they thought it was whack. Like, even though my friend circle were kind of like, we just like to mess around a lot. They still didn't game as much as I did. I think for me, even through high school and stuff, like it was more of an escape for me, really. So yeah, like that was my first MOBA when I was maybe about 14 or something like that.
Did you go through Xbox Live and all that?
No, so I didn't use any online services with my console until the PlayStation 3. Just pretty much because like where I grew up, my mum didn't get internet or anything like that. Just down to like upbringing and stuff. So I've come from like a really rough place. And so when the PlayStation 3 came out and you got free online, I just used my hotspot for my from my phone, and that was pretty much go. And that's when the Black Ops 2 days were around as well. And if I had like what's the word I'm looking for? If I had more resources, I think I'd have like made a really good pro Black Ops 2 player. Me and my friend used to play it constantly all the time, and that was quick scoping days, and they were so fun. I used to go down to my friends and spend a lot of time there, and we used to sit on these mini fridges. So we'd go to like the local Lidl or something, stock up on the cheap energy drinks, turn these mini fridges on at his house, sit on top of them, and just game, like pretty much all weekend, and then after school as well. So that was like huge gaming adventure for me, the Black Ops 2 days.
Oh, that is cool.
Oh yeah.
I love how like stories of BMing is just a great topic on this cast. Just like tales of bad manners.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's just like I think people have more of a voice online, to be fair. And when you mix that with a competitive game, then yeah, I think
It's the
all
alley, not
cards are off the table.
yeah, it's because they're anonymous, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, 100%.
you're not face to face with anyone. You're using an in-game name. You can say what you
Mhm.
want and do what you want, and not really have any ramifications for it.
Yeah.
The worst I've ever seen is Black Desert. So there is an open world online game called Black Desert, Korean MMO, and it's so toxic. It's so bad. The things that go on in the world chat are just absolutely unreal. I'd say I enjoyed it quite a bit, to be fair. But as with Korean MMOs, they like you to buy the game and then keep paying into the game, and then keep paying into the game, and then keep paying into the game. So after like 500 quid, I was like, nah, this isn't for me anymore. It was like I was just pretty much there for the world chat, and it just wasn't working because they bring new content out, and it was like, right, there is even more money, and it gets to a point where
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I'm just paying so much money just to be in world chat having a laugh. To be fair.
So, like, Tano, what was a bit of your history on where you got started with multiplayer gaming and such?
Ooh, bro. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I started gaming with like the original PS1 days. Like my whole family was a family of gamers as well, so it's kind of always been in my blood in a way.
That's cool. You're probably the first person I've ever heard that said that. Actually, I have a gamer family. That's really rare.
Yeah, and we're a
Yeah.
big family as well. Right? I've got 3 brothers, 2 sisters,
Yeah.
and my dad was into gaming. So like, ever since a young age, like I've always been gaming. The game that got me really into gaming was Halo. Back in 2001.
Yeah.
And I remember my brother owned an Xbox, and like we had the PlayStation, so like we weren't allowed to play it. So I used to have to like try and be friendly to my brother so that I could play Halo with him, even though like we didn't get along very well. And yeah, ever since the days of Halo, like first-person shooters have been the games that like I've always played, always done well in, and always wanted to compete in.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when when Halo Wars 2 came out, and not Halo Wars 2, Halo 2, and like we had like the Xbox downstairs, and it was like it must have been like I don't know 1 a.m. in the morning, and we were supposed to be in bed, but me and my brother snuck down to play some Halo 2 back in the day. And then my dad heard us and came downstairs, and we had to hide behind the sofa so that we weren't caught playing Halo 2.
Classic.
And then he went back upstairs, and we went back onto it. And then being kids back in the day, you just weren't quiet enough, and obviously he came back down hearing us, and we got in a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always been the game that like I've been addicted with when it comes to gaming. It's also the first game that I really got into esports with. So yeah, I think I'll always be attached to Halo.
Yeah, I can see that in myself as well. I mean, when I first got into Halo, Halo 2 was where I really got competitive with it, and I got into Halo 2 multiplayer. What? What?
I mean, you talk about toxicity.
Yeah.
It's the game that created teabagging, bro.
Yes. Yeah, people could get stuck to your gooch.
It was like an unwritten law that you had to teabag everyone you killed.
They were the good times. They were the good days. When you could teabag who at will.
Yeah, not get banned for it. Mm-hmm.
It was.
I
I mean,
mean,
even spinning and unite people, like people don't
That's
like,
it.
and it's like, come on, what times are we living in at the minute? I like to do a little dance if you get a good kill, or if you get like quad or penta, or even if you've just smashed in a game. It's only a bit of a fun, but people like really, really don't like it at all. Yeah.
I was going to say, Tana, because you've got quite a extensive esports history of Halo, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, I've done esports in quite a few first-person shooters. Like Pokemon Unite's my first esports adventure with a MOBA. I never really played many MOBAs. I got into Smite because Jake kind of got me into it
Guilty.
ages ago. And then yeah, when Pokemon Unite came out, I was like, oh my god, a MOBA but Pokemon. Fuck yes, get me in there.
We're so excited for it. Unreal.
So fucking excited for it. But yeah, no, I started out my sort of esports journey. The first one was Halo. It was when Halo 3 came out, and I joined a team And we didn't do amazing. Like we still did pretty decent. We went up against some of the biggest teams in Europe, and it was toxic, like so toxic. Even being that young, it was exposed to a lot of toxicity. But you kind of get wrapped up in it when you're doing it. Like you get wrapped up in that toxicity, and you end up being a part of it. So I kind of like took a step back from that. I was like, yeah, this is a bit much. I'm going to take a step back.
I think with gaming, it's like, in ancient times when armies would face off with each other, they're always, yelling insults, trying to get the one up. It's like a mental game.
Ooh,
Yeah.
won 10 points. You ready?
What?
Ready?
What?
Heroes of Order and Chaos.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Good job.
So I win 10 points. Right?
All right, that's going in the link dump. We'll
10
put a
quid,
link.
yeah?
Yeah, we'll.
Record again. Heroes of.
Order and Chaos.
Oh.
Heroes of Border and Chaos.
Oh.
Order.
Okay.
I
Never
swear
heard
there
of
must have
it.
been another game that's. I've never played this.
Yeah,
There must be another,
they made
must be
many
another
games.
game.
They
Must
made
be another
many
game.
games after that.
Yeah, there must be another game that has a similar goblin or similar character to go. Anything you like? There must be-
Anything you like?
Oh no, you were really bad as well.
I feel like there's so many RPGs and things that have NPCs that sound like that anyway, so that's probably where I've got that from.
No, you've got the guy on Resident Evil who would have like the long sleeve jacket. Heh heh heh. Eh. Anything you like,
Gosh, 2012.
come back again. Heh heh heh.
Yeah, there it is.
We should just
Yeah,
call
so
this
this is what got me into MOBAs from Gameloft.
It's like the nostalgia cast right now.
The more you know.
Yeah, so as I say, I used to like game through my phone a lot because I couldn't really like if I was away from home. So pretty much I was just game on the go all of the time.
What's your you guys? I know you're training, but do you have a game like a game that you like to play on the side right now
No,
that you're currently really enjoying?
I'm like full time United at the minute. I've not like I've been on the Xbox for maybe 6 years now. It was PlayStation before then, but I was like literally never off an Xbox for the past 6 years. Every day, I used to take it to work with me into the hotels. I've worked in France for 5 months, and I even took it there for the full 5 months. And I've not turned my Xbox on for about 5 months now since I started playing
That's
United.
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, so no, there's no other games for me at the moment.
What is your work, by the way?
Um,
Not a chef, are you?
no, I'm not a chef.
Okay.
Everyone's a chef. Everyone's
We've got
always
enough
been a
chefs
chef.
on the team, bro.
No, I just like eating food. Yeah. I like to gorge on food. So if I was a chef, I'd be a heavy set chef.
Okay.
So sometimes it's a bit hard to explain, but I'll do my best. So I work in the construction industry, and in the construction industry, when they put up the big steels for big warehouses, maybe you're driving down the motorway and you'll see at the side of the motorway like a huge warehouse that's just an empty shell. So big steel, and before they put the roof on, I have to put like big safety nets underneath the roof line, and then I'll put like some handrail around the side, so like a scaffold, but it's attached to the actual building, just so you can put your hand on it when you're on the roof. So big safety nets underneath, handrail around the roof, and then a big tower leading up to that. So that's the first part of my job, like my bread and butter, pretty much.
Dude, what do they call you then? Is there a title that goes with that?
It's just a
Handrail
rigger.
guy. Handrail.
A safety net rigger is my first title, and then so we work out out of big machines like cherry pickers. Like I'm sure everyone can search what it is.
Yeah.
So cherry pickers and scissor lifts that go up to like 40 meters high. So like really, really high machines. And then the second part of my job is rope access. So that is pretty much descending from anywhere off of 2 ropes or off of like some steel strops and just climbing around pretty much like Spider-Man really.
Cool.
So I do a lot of work on hotels, colleges, pretty much anywhere where no one can get to. I have to be the one that gets there. So even like the power plants as well. So we did a massive job on Drax Power Station where we had to there was redoing the roof, and inside next to the boilers it was 40 degrees, and we had to climb 20-meter ropes in full like sort of protective equipment. So, because there was a lot of dust, you have to wear like big masks as well. So, 40-degree heat, climbing 20 odd meters in breathable masks.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare.
That's
So,
a job that not everyone could do and
no,
say they enjoy it, you know?
yeah, it's not nice, but at the best of times, you sat on like a 40-meter roof, ready to pull some nets up because, like I say, sometimes you just can't get to it with a machine, and the views are just beautiful. You get some really really nice views, and you can pretty much take that job anywhere. Like there's a lot of offshore stuff, so like wind farms as well.
Oh,
That's a big
cool.
one for rope access technicians.
Oh my god, you have large balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for real.
Yeah.
Yo, the wind turbines are no joke. They're no joke.
No, they're no joke at all, and even like bridges as well. So the people that paint the bridges are rope access technicians,
Mm-hmm.
and some of these bridges, they'll start painting it at the start of the year. They'll get to the end of the bridge by the end of that year, and they have to paint it again.
Yeah.
So right until the end of December, they're painting, and then 1st of January they go back to the very start and do it again.
I think I'd be interested in that. I need some excitement, right? I need something.
Huge. It's huge. It's huge. So the best thing, so for me, as I say, growing up, classrooms weren't for me. I'm not very bright. I'm a knucklehead. I'm not a very bright person. So for me, like construction industry is an easy get.
Mm.
With construction industry, pretty much your courses are a couple of weeks long at a time. So it's not very hard to get into. Anyone that's trying to find their way, or say if you're like, you're a young person leaving school, or you're in your early 20s, or even in your 40s, and you're just wondering where you want to go next, or you need a decent bit of cash. I mean, construction industry is not too hard to get into. Just a couple of weeks of your life, and you can make some decent money out of it.
I don't suppose.
Yeah, that's like my worst nightmare. I hate heights anyway.
Oh,
I'm the complete opposite of you. I spent my entire until about the age of 22 when I first started my actual career. I was just buried in books the entire time. So I feel like me and you are the complete opposite.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, it's like I get told all the time, "Oh, that's the most dangerous job to be doing," and it's like, well, no, not really. I mean, when you think about it, you've got all these people that are below you, working below you, with loads of plant moving around, people that can, you can pretty much just trip up and do yourself in, really. Whereas I'm like sat 40 meters in the air, just kind of like chilled out. People think it's like the most dangerous job in the world, and it's not. It's so safe, it's unbelievable. And I know it's weird to say that, and people do squirm when they see how high we do go, but I enjoy it. It's really fun. So yeah, if you were to look in for it, the governing body's called IRATA, and they're global. So they started off as rock climbers. And the construction industry needed people to do stupid stuff, so these rock climbers set up a governing body, pretty much to climb in the construction industry.
That is so cool. Oh.
Yeah, and it takes a week.
Yeah.
So for your first level, your level 1, it takes a week. And you can pretty much pick up anywhere.
Can you train me? I mean, would you take me? Take
Oh,
me.
100%. Yeah, take me, daddy.
Take me. Let's go.
Yeah, but once you're in the air and you're in a harness and you can't move, and I've got you there, I mean,
right,
pretty much you're mine,
So, I guess, but it's good, right?
So, there's no need to say take me, because you're just helpless.
I'll keep that in mind. It sounds like a perk.
Different kind of Spider-Man. I'm supposed to help, but
it sounds cool. You get to see new things every day.
Yeah. No, but yeah. I can, so it goes even further than that as well. So the more that you progress in your levels, you can actually put people in a harness that aren't experienced and chuck them off the side of a building. So that's really cool.
I used to do that with tourists.
Site managers that go, "Oh, can you take photos for me of the work that you've done?" And you're like, "Well, no, I can put you in a harness and take you down with me if you want." That's that's never happened for me. None of them want to do it. They never want to do that. So
Ta-
yeah, it's like I say, it's super safe. The equipment that you use is pretty much idiot proof.
Mm.
And the only thing that can go wrong is if you really try to do something wrong, you know. So yeah, if you are about, I know you're not over here at the minute, but when you are, can definitely do that.
I definitely need some options, man.
Yeah, and as I say, it's global. You pick work up easy.
Let's
Done.
go. Let's do it.
Let's go, baby!
Let's do it. I love that. Is Tano involved with this as well?
Tano's
Fuck
definitely
no.
not involved in this.
Yeah.
Fuck no, mate. I am too fat and too lazy to do jobs like that.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of hard labor, bro. So I work in an office. I'm a manager for a university, and I fucking love it. So.
Oh, cool. It's not Staffordshire, is it? No.
It is not, and
Okay.
I shall keep the name of which university quiet because don't
Very
want
good.
anything to
Sure. Sorry. Yes.
Nah, it's all good. Just in case anyone that works there ends up getting wind of this podcast and
Yeah.
hears me shouting profanities.
No, we
but
should definitely talk. We should actually talk after this because I can explain a few things with my uni and the course I'm doing and such. I don't want to bring it up now because it's like ups and downs with it, but didn't know you were a manager in a uni.
Yeah, man. I mean, I started my kind of career in the NHS. Hey, shout out for the NHS. Yeah, so tell a lie. I actually started being a cleaner when I was like 16 for like some warehouse in Sainsbury's. And then they realized that I wasn't 18 and you're not allowed to work in a warehouse, so they tried to sack me, but that didn't go very far. So, and then, I left that job and I joined the NHS. I worked for the Yorkshire Ambulance Service for about 8-9 years. I was a call handler for NHS 111 for quite a bit, which was fucking dreadful, to say the least. And then throughout that process, I got to becoming a manager within that job, and that was just fucking buzzing. I loved it. It's the hours that I wasn't a fan of, which I'm sure Tiny can agree with.
Absolutely, 100%.
They kill you off, man. They really kill you off.
I get one referrals all the time, like because I work out of hours quite a lot. And I get, and yeah, I mean, obviously you've got to actually take the call, so you must be working similar hours to me otherwise. Well, I don't know if we don't get the call, so.
Yeah,
if you're on lunch to ignore these calls, there's people like missing a leg, and you're like, yeah, but I'm on lunch.
Yeah, fuck off! I'm on lunch. Go somewhere else.
When I'm on call, I'm the only pharmacist like across both hospitals. I don't really have a lunch. I kind of just eat in between calls. So I'll be eating my food, right? So for example, I'll be like eating my food like this, and they'll go, and I'll think, oh yeah, I'll give the ward a ring, and they'll take ages to pick up, and someone will answer, go, oh, I'll pass you on to the nurse, and that takes a bit of time. And I'll be here, and suddenly I'll have something in my mouth, and I'll go, uncle pharmacist, did you bleep? I'll have my because I don't really get a break when I'm on call. But day to day, obviously, I'm not. I won't be receiving out of hours referrals, so it's fine. I'll just be on the ward. I'll just be like, yeah, I'll just go for lunch and I'll come back. Like, I'm on break.
Yeah.
Can't talk to me. I'm on break.
Honestly, the worst thing about the NHS is that there just simply isn't enough fucking staff. So you end up doing the job of about 10 different people.
So like
100%.
I had no idea how diverse these careers were from some of us here. That's kind of
That's what I was
crazy,
saying
isn't it?
before.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying before. We're all so different, and even just the age, just like the age difference as well, and just lifestyle differences.
Yeah.
But we all come together with a love for gaming.
Yeah. So how did you join at the same time? Did you meet here? What is the bit about that?
No, so the company I work for is run by Josh's uncle. So how I met Josh, actually, I met his dad first. So we was working together, and what I've always struggled with is I've always been in between. So on the outside, because I've always done a lot of training, like physical training and stuff as well. So to a lot of people, I look like I'm not a gamer, but really I am. So when I was at work, I met Josh's dad, and he was a massive gamer as well. So
Mhm.
we were gaming together, and he was like, "Oh, my sons are gaming." And I think that was about like 6 years ago as well. To be fair, it was like when I first started working in France. That was
Yeah, man.
my
That's
first
fucking
5 months
ages ago.
stint. It's a long time ago. My first 5 months working in France, I got playing with the lads on Arc. Took an interest from there, and
Hey,
I
love
was just,
Ark.
yeah. So it was just like I got thrown into this group of people that were just really different as well, like, but so toxic at the same time. So it was so funny. It really fit me because everybody liked to laugh, like sort of
Mhm.
a construction site sort of banter.
Yep, yeah,
So
chef's kitchen as
my
well. I can see that.
yeah, so my love for gaming, and I meet like there was like 10. I'd like to say there's 10 people, including like Josh and one of his, well, two of his siblings as well, his brothers, and it was just, yeah,
Was
it was
that in
just this from
PvP
there, and
mode by any
that's
chance?
what was that?
Was that what?
Was that like in PvP mode by any chance in Ark, where you're just causing mayhem?
Yeah, there was just causing havoc all of the time. So that's how we
Obviously.
met. Yeah,
I can't believe that was so long ago, man. That's crazy.
yeah, I know. Time flies when you're having fun.
It does. And then I think like from then we used to play Smite together for ages. And then
Yeah.
Pokemon Unite came out, and we were both playing that for a bit. But then I think the game got a bit stale in a sense.
Mhm.
I think because of the way Zapdos was, we got to the point where we didn't really want to play on it anymore.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
and then I picked it back up and really wanted to like get involved in the esports side of it. I think this is when like they first announced the first World Championship.
Mhm.
And I was like, "Fuck yeah! I want to get stuck into this. I want to get onto a team, see how it goes." So I was looking around for a team, and then Dave had posted on Facebook that he's looking to start the roster up. So I messaged him and then got involved in it. Did my trial. I think my first game was with you, Tiny, and I was playing Lucario up top in the top lane.
And this is the thing. I can't. When was the last time you played Lucario top lane?
Fucking ages ago, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you've played it really since, to be honest.
But
It
yeah,
was it was a decent Lucario, to be fair.
No,
I
no,
was-
no, absolutely
that's a
no. I'm not
2.5.
about it.
you was buzzing as well. I remember you
was.
messaging me about it, and you were so buzzing for it. And I was happy for you as well because I was like, we picked it up and we really wanted to give it a go. And the way Pokemon worked just wasn't desirable to play. So yeah, like when you messaged me and you picked it back up, and then you had your trial and you were successful with it as well. I was like, yeah, let's go, let's go.
Can you tell us a bit about that trial experience? What that was like for you, maybe before, how you were feeling, and after?
Yeah, so I mean, it wasn't my first experience with trialing for an esports team, but it was my first experience with a MOBA.
Mhm.
And so I kind of understood like how the trials usually go, because like but the differences with first person shooters is like, it's kind of like you know your ability, and like the calls and like all the calls and the language and the sort of like acronyms that you use and stuff like that,
Mhm.
they're all similar for pretty much all first person shooters. So it doesn't matter which one you go into and which team you're trying out with, the language is similar. Whereas with a MOBA, it's a completely different way of a game. It's a completely different type of game, so it's a completely different language. So I'd played Smite for quite a bit, so I kind of got the gist of like how the language goes. So I think I was kind of like expecting it to be just like you'd be trialing out for a first person shooter, where basically there's loads of you trialing out at one point. Like there's loads of you like getting onto a team. You're basically competing for that starting spot when you're trialing out. So you need to perform, and you need to perform well. There's no, oh, he connects with the team well or anything like that. It's just, did you perform well? And if you did and you perform better than the others, then you've got a shot at making the team.
Yeah.
Whereas what I loved about doing the MOBA and coming to TNT was that I think to begin with, it was literally just me and Tiny having a conversation. And I really liked that. It was getting to know the team. Because and I felt like the team were kind of trying to get my knowledge and how committed I was to the game and whether I'd be a good addition to the team. And I liked that side of it. I thought that was a much better approach than just, oh, he's a good player, I don't care if he's toxic kind of thing.
No, good. That's good. You had a good talk,
Yeah.
and you actually get to know people.
Yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed it, to be fair. And then we had our first few sessions, and I think it went really well. Well, it obviously did because I'm here.
I'm gonna
So.
say yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, so
yeah,
you
it was,
think.
yeah.
But that
Coma.
Yeah.
that
I
for
think you worked for the NHS, but you're actually in the hospital beds. This is a coma. It's fantasy.
Yeah, in it, bro. But no, and then like I think what we were looking at expanding our players, and I was
Mhm.
like, as soon as we mentioned that we were expanding players, I was straight on the phone to Jake, and I was like, bro,
Yeah.
get your ass in this team, like trial out, let's give it a go, let's fucking do
Yeah.
it.
I remember I was working away as well, and I was like, it's one of those times where you go, I really wish I never put the game down. I've been given like this sort of look into joining an esports team.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's like the whole vibe is different to what you'd think it'd be. And I think that's just down to it being an organization as well, and Thunder being what it is. Sort of being accepting of everyone and giving everybody a chance, no matter who you are, or your skill level in game as well.
Yeah.
There's always a place for people, so that really helps. And I remember coming into training, all I did was play Pikachu because I didn't like know what to play. I hadn't picked the game up for a while,
Yeah.
and from there it's just progressed to me being an absolute no lifer on Unite. Because for
Mhm.
me, it was like I've got this opportunity now. There's something to sort of like cling to with gaming. Because when I was gaming before that on the Xbox, it was just pretty much a lot of Smite. So I absolutely love playing Smite, the MOBA that you can get on console. But I was kind of like jumping around games. I'd get bored after a little bit and then jump around games. There was sort of no purpose in terms of how I used to game. So like when I was younger, it would be more for the fantasy escape. And as I've like grown up, like got a house, I've got dogs and a partner. So it's kind of like taken that away. Like my mindset's changed. So now with this, I can like really focus on my gaming again, and I've been in love with it. To be fair, I just can't put it down.
It's like
So yeah, it's amazing.
it's like it complements your lifestyle.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's filled the void of something that was missing. 'Cause it felt like gaming was a bit. It felt a bit meaningless, really, because
Mm.
even the brand new games that came out, they just didn't feel like they used to. I didn't get like the same sort of vibe, and I think that's just because I've changed as a person and grown up a bit.
Mhm.
But I think it was the environment as well. Like I say, like Thunder's accepting of everybody and they give everybody a chance. So yeah, it was just great to like to get to know everybody. And as I say, I kept on gaming, and now like I say again, just can't put it down. It's amazing.
Oh, that's cool. I wanted to say as well, with Pokemon Unite, I've been getting some coaching on the side from Bulbasaur. He's been,
Oh, that's right.
yeah, he's actually, for me, he stepped up a bit and he let me join him on a few games.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm learning Venusaur. I'm loving Venusaur right now. Oh, I'll do the Solar Beam.
What's one of the first mons he tried to train you on?
Yeah, well, I've found him naturally, and I've just stuck with it because he's addictive to play. The Solar Beam, because I'm in love with Lux as well. She's my favorite from League, so
Yeah.
it's transferring quite well. There's a lot of overlap of skills between these two characters, right? So
Yeah.
for me, that's been my experience so far. I only picked up Pokemon Unite maybe 3 weeks ago, and I do get a
Surprised he's not
kick.
got you on the Machamp.
I don't know. I haven't touched him yet.
Bulbasaur. I was giving Bulbasaur some training myself, and then the opportunity arose for him to like be in the actual training sessions, So kind of taking a bit of a back step with that, but yeah, Bulbasaur's amazing. He's really committed to the game, and it sounds like he's committed to helping people play the game as well, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He DM'd me on the way home. He actually DM'd me on the way home asking for help with Blissey. So I've just been like,
That's right.
Alton,
Mhm.
heal people, don't let people
Yeah,
die.
yeah.
That's
You've
basically
got to
what
love
you.
people that are eager learners, man.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's so good to see, like honestly. And the more people, what I am loving about this org at the moment is that there's a lot of people that are picking up Unite within the org, and I'm absolutely loving seeing it because it's a game that we absolutely love playing, and the more people that play it, the better, genuinely. So yeah, honestly,
Right
great
Yeah,
to see.
100%.
I'm loving seeing Seal play it, seeing Zephyr play it. It's really great to see.
Right
To be
on.
fair, Seal, I think you'd probably really like, because you like looks, I think you'd probably like Mew. Probably not more than Venusaur, but Mew I think's more similar because it's got more of a supporty kind of vibe to it than Venusaur has, and it's got the solar beam, so you're still gonna get your solar beam, so don't worry. But you've got
Solar
more
beam from level 1, bro.
Yo,
From level 1.
no, that
It's
sounds good.
disgusting.
That does sound good. Sounds trolly.
Yeah,
Sounds-
it's,
Mew,
it's
bro.
ridiculous.
Sounds toxic.
They've given it huge nerfs, and it still picks
OP.
in
Yeah.
in pro leagues.
It's good.
It still picks all of the
It's
time.
good.
It's OP.
Tell me some filth with Mew. Tell me some filthy Mew trick.
Oh, bro.
It's a full mon itself.
The
So
mon is filthy.
with Mew, you have 3 like abilities. So you
Yeah.
got your Surf, Electro Ball, and the Beam. But then you've got your second set. So you got your Coaching. Oh, what are the other ones now?
You've got
The
your
and
second
light
set is-
screen.
Yeah,
And
they
light
like your
screen as
support
well.
moves.
They sound random.
6 moves.
They
You've
sound
got
random.
6 moves to choose from. So 3 on each side, and you've got a cooldown where you can change as well. And you've got your boosted auto, which comes after every 3 abilities, is it?
Mm.
Yeah.
So, and you just dash around doing huge damage, changing
I'll send
abilities,
you,
pushing people away, like giving your teammates a shield, doing a huge beam, and
Ooh,
like
yeah.
people that play it at a top level, it's just absolutely unreal what they do with
Alright.
them on.
And it's about 6K to buy, 7K coin.
It should be more than that, maybe 10.
Yeah.
Send you my
I think-
pentakill, Seal. I'll send you my pentakill on.
Do it. We'll link that. Okay. So that's my new objective
Quite
now.
proud of
I'm gonna see if I can make a stream objective to get my Mew. To get Mew.
Yeah, plus if you pick it up early on, and then you get to a place where you're having fun and getting better and better, you're going to be absolutely cracked on one of the best mons in the game, to be fair. One of the hardest mons to play, so if you give it some time, persevere with it, you like the beam, and it helps with a bit of support as well. Yeah,
That's really encouraging.
enjoyable.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Mew is the kind of character that completely changes the game, bro.
Mhm.
We're lucky in a sense that we've got Tony on Team Yellow that is really good on Mew,
Mm-hmm.
and it really does. It can change a game, definitely.
All right. Yo, I'm writing this down. Thank you. That's really cool. I wanted to ask as well because I'm somewhat out the bubble, so I don't know what I'm asking here, but I'm gonna go for it. We're talking about the competitive things. I want to ask you guys what makes the difference between enjoying Pokemon Unite and then the competitive side of it, or is there anything with playing like esports in Pokemon Unite that you really want to share?
I would say, and I'd say this for any esports, if you just want to have fun with a game, do not join an esports team.
Fair.
100%.
Fair.
Because when the line between enjoying a game and being competitive with a game, like you cannot, you don't, like they say that you can't really like be competitive unless you're having fun. But honestly, when it comes to competing on a game, it's all serious. It's like because not only do you want to do well, but you want to do really fucking well.
Yeah.
So it goes beyond just having fun on the game. And if you're not doing well, you're not having fun.
Yeah.
But that's esports in a nutshell.
Oh, fair. Is it fair to ask how the Worlds thing went with that? Because that's kind of significant. That's a bit of a milestone.
Yeah, I mean,
It
these
went
guys are on
alright.
yellow and I'm on red, so we can kind of do both sides, I guess, if you guys want to go for like the yellow team's perspective.
Yeah. So it was our first as yellow, our first go at Worlds, so the first round. And it went all right. It was like sort of 50-50 to be fair. We won a couple of games and lost a couple of games as well. I think it's eye-opening how switched on you need to be constantly. I mean, even small errors and mixing up the game plan is huge. So even if people push just a little bit and get caught out, that's like a full team fight over and done with, and you get overrun. That's your team done for that objective, and then you just need to sort of keep in that headspace where the comms are good, you're not getting tilted, and you're constantly coming up with a game plan of how to keep up, or how to keep in front, or how to come back from behind as well. So in Unite, when the enemy team's got a mon that's over leveled, a big chunky boy, you want to stack up and take him out, because you're all going to get some nice juicy levels from that. And then you'll probably go like back to do a little bit of farming, catch up a little bit more, and maybe try take one of their spots. But I think from Yellow's point of view, it went good, went a little bit bad. I know our last games, we went one game down, we adjusted, we absolutely smashed this team, because we were better, and we readjusted, and then in the third game we just fell
Threw it
off a
away.
bit. Yeah, threw it away. I mean, there was like, I think one of the things with esports, when you want to do well, is you can try too hard sometimes, or when you think your individual idea is a good idea, it just doesn't seem to help the team sometimes. And it forces like a push, like I say, sometimes it forces a push that just doesn't help, even though you really want it to. So even though you're putting everything into this move that you want to do, or this little idea, sometimes it just doesn't pay off, because you need to keep to the plan. And that's the whole thing about enjoying it and then being on the competitive side, because when you lose, it's not fun, and it's, you really need to keep to trying not to do like a blame game, because when you're a part of a team, you really need to be like Unite. You need to be united, and you need to be open to
Jeez.
criticism as well. Yeah, you need to be open to like a bit of criticism, take it from your team, and be willing to adjust, because your idea may be not the best idea, and you just need to sort of sometimes take a back foot. But yeah, we really enjoyed it. We think we're going in the right step, and I'm really excited because there's more to come.
Okay, so that's
thing.
yeah. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, one thing that I would add is that when you're playing in World Championships, it literally comes down to the smallest errors that makes your team lose. So, like, when you talk about the difference between fun and competing, it's like when you're having fun with the game, it doesn't matter if you make little errors, because you're just having fun with it. Whereas in competing, and especially at that level, even just the smallest error, because these teams are usually evenly matched, and I felt like we were evenly matched in pretty much all the games that we played as Yellow. But one little mistake, and that makes the difference between a game.
Yeah, I agree. In terms of like Red, we had kind of a similar sort of thing. I think we placed identical, didn't we? We all kind of got to the same round, I think, both teams.
Yep.
So it wasn't like one team got further than the other. We both kind of got to the same point, really. And it was a great, way better than we've done in previous years. I remember one of the first qualifiers we did, we literally lost like every single game, and it was like, you just kind of get that kind of feeling.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
Yeah.
That was not fun.
Yeah, it was eye-opening, and that wasn't fun. These teams are good.
Yeah. But obviously compared to, so I know Red, we went into obviously the winners, the normal bracket, then we lost our first best of 3, we lost it 2-0, which was very sad. And we went into a losers bracket, then we won a set, which was quite good. We won 2-1. We found out that we prefer second picking, but it's all good. And then we went into the third game, and unfortunately, we lost 1-2 then, which was very, very sad. And again with the I felt like when we were in the winners bracket, the losers bracket, sorry, we were very much more evenly matched. I felt like we got our act together a little bit. We took 5 because we had to wait ages to queue for the losers bracket. We got a buy in the second one, and then we had to wait for like an hour before we could play again. So I just kind of pause the call a little bit and go off and have a few minutes and then come back on, sort of thing. And but I know the first game we played, we kind of threw that away a little bit. I remember being quite severely underleveled as a Clefairy at one point, which was very sad.
Like a frustrating situation.
Yeah, but then, like I say, we pulled it back towards the end, and we actually got probably a lot further than we thought. I was happy to just take a game. I was happy just to win a game, not even a set of games, just a game in general. Because I think that's better than it was last year. But no,
that's a good mindset to have.
Steps,
like
though,
you know, you try to make the best of it as well. So it's a good mindset to have.
Yeah, and I felt like it was way better. Like I say, we've done it before. Now we've kind of done it this. We've done obviously February, and obviously we've got March and April, and the following months and things. It'll be good. Well, now we've got that kind of mindset. We've done it before. We know where people are at, sort of thing. We can try and tailor it a little bit better, not get as I don't know, just not getting our own heads really about the tournament style. Just kind of be like, you know, it's a game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know it's like a very important game, but it's still a game sort of thing. So, but no, I felt a lot better after these quals.
Yeah, I get it, guys. It sounds like you both have like something to build on, and that's always good. I know this where I coach my CS:GO team over here in Finland, and the one thing personally, what I look for is if they're actually giving effort. You know,
Yeah.
if I can tell straight away, and if they're not feeling it, man, then that sort of thing is contagious. And we all do have our bad days, you know. And yes, everyone is very passionate. Yes, we all do. Of course, we want to win, and it feels good when we do these things. But it will take practice and a bit of rehearsal, and you also have to get to know each other. You know, that also goes a long way.
100%. Yeah, you need to take into account other people's personalities, and things as well. You know, and then try like mold that in the best way possible, so everybody gets along and in the same mindset. You know.
Yeah, right on. Thank you for sharing that with me, by the way. I'm sure it was pretty intense for you both, and I'm glad you made it through.
Yeah,
Cheers,
thanks.
buddy.
You know, you gave
Bro,
it your best shot.
I'm an open book. You can ask me anything, bro.
Yes,
Yeah.
to be fair, yeah, I
No,
can go into anything.
You guys are good. You're really good. So far, what I've got from you is I'm happy with all of that. You can tell me more about maybe what, I don't know, some of your favorite foods, or if there are any games that you know that are coming out in the future you want to get your hands on and stuff like that.
I'm pretty much waiting for the next Mon to come out on Unite.
Can you tell? It's entirely invested in.
bro.
Yeah, I'm not. As I say, I kind of lost that like wonder and excitement for new games that are coming out
Yeah.
quite a while ago. And I would, like, as I said, I was rotating games and tried my best to enjoy them. But like Unite is the full passion at the minute, and for me, the next Mon to come out is just what I'm waiting for. Apparently it's Sashin, so and it's going to be an all rounder, and that's me. All rounders are mine. Get off. Get back.
He says
So yeah,
playing Dragapult.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was
To be
gonna
fair,
say.
well, for the team, I've picked up another role, so I
Oh,
pretty
God.
much play all rounders. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this as we've been speaking, but
Maybe.
for the team,
I don't think
I
so.
pretty
I don't
much
think so.
play all rounders. I think Tony brought it up last time, but Josh was the first one to mention Machamp to me, and I was maining Machamp for a long time, a good couple of seasons, and that got me into all rounders really, because I love that big, brawly, in your face. Probably
Yeah.
'cause I think I found it like kind of represented me more than the other mons. I could like relate to these mons more.
Is it
So
because of the
yeah,
gains? Is that what it is?
yeah,
Nah, it was the
yeah.
forearms.
Yeah, the forearms. I mean, I've got lots of ideas for those forearms. Oh yeah.
What is that one? Is it called Bug Swole?
Swole.
Buzzwole.
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 This thing, I thought it was a meme. I thought it was a
Again,
meme.
also big chunky boy. So
Oh,
I
she threw
absolutely
up
love
there
these
as well.
ones. And yeah, and I've picked up Dragapult, and I can't put Dragapult down. Dragapult's absolutely
Lot of fun.
amazing.
I have seen him. Yeah, I know that one. I actually know that one. Yeah.
I mean, we've incorporated it into the team strats as well. So I'm like, yeah, let's go. I'm like, I can play something a bit different, and it must be working. So yeah, I'm really happy with that at the minute. Favorite foods? I love Thai food. I love Southeast Asian food.
There's a
I
few
think
Thai
it's
lovers here. Yeah.
better to say Southeast Asian food because there's a lot of variety. I went traveling for 3.5 months around Southeast Asia, and that pretty much like solidified. I know I want my food. I know what I want. I know what I need in life, and pretty much the local Thai cafe to where I live is where I'll be, where I pretty much live for food. So yeah.
Same to you, Tano.
I mean, games wise,
Yeah.
I'm literally like Jake. I'm a no life on Unite, bro. But to be fair, when I do get tilted, I will try and go and play something else. And I'd say that, but I literally go and play Call of Duty, which I don't know if that's any better.
At least it's an outlet. It's an outlet, right? That's probably healthy.
Though, but we used to be massive on Warzone as well, so that was one of our games, and we went to the NEC down in Birmingham.
Oh shit, yeah, to Insomnia.
We never played Warzone on the PlayStation, and we actually came second in a tournament.
Yeah, we did. And they were
Yeah,
sweating. And the guys next to us were
yeah,
watching our screen as well, like proper
yeah,
sweaty screen watchers, and we still
yeah.
beat them.
Yeah, and we still beat them as well. So sorry, Josh. Yeah, but that is huge. We love Warzone as well.
Yeah, man. I mean, I enjoy playing Call of Duty because I'm really good at it, so I really enjoy it. So like, it's not really tilting for me. But so if I get tilted on Pokemon Unite, I kind of just go play that. But and it's probably a bit controversial with the stuff going around about it, but I really want to play the Hogwarts Legacy game. So
Yeah, it does look good.
I've thought that. So I think in my
Yeah.
downtime around Unite, I will be playing that, and I'm excited to do so.
For sure.
I
But
really want to put my money down for that. But I just don't know if I'll play it. I'm just so Unite all of the time.
it's just having that frame of mind of like we have like an unwritten rule on Unite where like if you lose 3 games in a row, you take some time
Yeah.
off. Because you just keep on losing, you'll just lose a shitload of points. So that's why I bought Hogwarts Legacy because I'm just going to go chill on that if that happens. And yeah, like a single player RPG game, like you can just delve into whenever you want, pick it up, put it down whenever you want. It's my kind of thing. So
Just go around cursing people when you're tilted.
yeah, bro, just kill everyone. Do you know what I mean? Make Voldemort look like a saint.
Yeah.
Something. I did have something quite kind of exciting like come to my mind as well when you're talking about Insomnia Island. You both went to You both went to LAN. You both went to LAN.
Yeah.
We go. That's jokes. That's jokes. I want to know if we will ever do a TNT LAN. If that's gonna happen.
Honestly, like because TNT is
Yeah.
based in Birmingham.
Let's
you should
go.
come to Insomnia sometime, bro, and
Yeah,
we'll meet up.
we
TNT.
stay there as well. Or we did before like COVID and everything.
Yeah.
After COVID, it's been really poor. The game conventions have literally been stalls. Like for people to sell stuff, nothing there at all. But before that, we'd stay out. So we do generally stay out down at these events. And I think next time we're there, we'll all meet up. I think there's a high chance we'll all be in our TNT gear and we'll meet up. And I don't know, maybe we could get a stall going.
Yes.
This is what I'm trying to petition to Dave with. Like, get a stall going at Insomnia. We can all get like creator passes, so we don't even have to pay to go. We can get creator passes.
Dave.
And they literally have their own hall for like they call it bring your own console or bring your own PC, and they literally do massive tournaments on games like LAN tournaments with bring your own console in like this massive hall. We should get proper stuck into that shit, man.
We could teach people Unite as well. We could teach people Unite. We could sell merch. Obviously, Thunder's an organisation, set up by the university, but they also take sponsors as well to help fund the space that they have. So they have all their like vulnerable people or people that don't think they fit in. Go there and they can be themselves. They can play games. They do D&D. So even they can pick up sponsors there as well. And that'd be absolutely huge.
It has a really good esports scene because the shop game, they've got their own esports thing. It's called Belong.
Okay.
They've got teams throughout the whole of the UK. I think they've actually got some in America now. But yeah, the whole thing's called Belong. It's what I used to compete. I did Rocket League and Overwatch in it. And yeah, what happens is they do the finals at Insomnia, so you get to sit down and watch these Belong teams do the finals of like whatever 4 games they've picked to compete in that year. And for people's first exposure to watching esports, it's really good fun. Really, really good fun.
That is right up my street.
Yeah,
I think we've made a good case, right? We've got to have made a good case.
Yeah. Usually
we want to be right into Insomnia saying, "Give us some money, bro."
Yeah, yeah. You need us there.
I don't know. Like, when is the next one? The next event due?
They do 2 a year, bro. They do one in April, and I think they do one in August. August is usually the bigger one. They usually do a lot more for August.
Yeah, man, let's do that. We can totally do that.
Yeah,
totally,
Dave.
Let's get the big D on it.
Dave.
Let's go, baby.
But we could do that. Sure, we can manage that, man.
Yeah, we can manage that.
We'll be there anyway, so regardless of what happens, I think we're going to be at these events.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll be
regardless of what happens.
Yeah.
It would be nice. I think it's definitely beneficial for us as players, just for interaction, getting the message out there, good for the org. And yeah, those free passes, baby.
Oh man,
Mm.
I love it. I need to inspect Birmingham a bit closer because where I am right now, I'm sort of planning the next stage of my life, and I need to figure if I can go from here to wherever I'm needed right now.
Oh, nice.
Maybe
nice.
yeah, no, that's why
Yeah.
I'm messaging in Discord about gamer cafes and such because I'm open to
Yeah.
these, you know.
All right. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
That sounds really exciting. So you're thinking about coming back to join us over here?
Well, I'm open. I'm open to the universe right now, you know, as it is.
Yeah.
I'm doing some events over here. I had a bit of, this is why I wanted to talk to you like after because my uni have said I need to reset a year after this exchange and I'm like it's you know, it's kind of upset me a bit and it's just ugh.
Yeah.
So
Background in esports, don't you see?
I'm
Got
yeah, casting,
'cause I mean,
production.
man, you wanna because like the British Academy over here, for example, I mean they get involved in all the universities around the UK, getting young people into esports, bro. So you wanna have a look at that.
British
I mean, like,
Academy.
well up your street.
British
Yeah,
Academy.
it's called I think it's called like the British Academy of Esports or something like that. Let me see if I can. But yeah, you wanna have a look at those because they're the ones that set up. British Esports Federation. That's what it's called.
All right, link it. We'll put it in the links.
This is a part
Yeah,
where
man.
he links it to him, and it's a link to the job centre.
Nah, it's a link to my OnlyFans, bro.
Just
Yeah,
like
Brit-
sales down at the Leeds job centre, like what the fuck's this? What?
Esports.
Got a heroin addiction?
Nah, honestly, you want to have a look at it though, because like they do education programs.
Yeah.
They basically are the head of esports in the UK. So with your background, you want to have a good nose in there. They put events on all over the country. They even have their own teams that they compete in, all that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, man,
Yo, thank you very much.
you're very welcome.
Thank you.
And for my favourite food,
Yes. Yes, please.
There's
Thanks
only
in
one
that.
right answer. One right answer.
I mean, there isn't, but I mean, Mexican food.
What?
Fucking love Mexican food, bro. I went to Mexico like a couple of years ago with my partner, and I mean, not to be like rude or anything, but I ended up with diarrhea after a couple of days because I ate that much shit, bro. It was so good. It was so fucking good. But yeah, I any Mexican food, and I am there. I love Mexican.
I mean, I do a good burrito. We had one tonight, actually.
Fuck
Nice.
yes, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will shove that down my
That's a
throat.
uni. I don't want to know what's going in that.
You know what? You're right. You know what? Yeah. No, you're right. It's whatever I can find usually just gets in there and I don't think about it.
Nice.
It's a great way to live, actually. Less worry. But as for the cast, boys, I'm quite happy with what we have so far. Consider it over for now. If you just want to, you know, become banterous with yourselves at this moment, it's fine. You know,
Ants.
yeah. But I'm good with
Fans.
I'm good with what we've got. I think we've done very well.
All right. Yeah. Sure. No worries.
How long has it been so far?
Over an hour.
Shit, bro.
Yeah.
Feels like 2 minutes.
That's fucking Jake waffling on. That's what that is.
It is, mate. Got to represent yourself.
Represent.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, I've genuinely enjoyed
You triple.
I've enjoyed having you guys in my headphones for the last 60 minutes. It's been quite nice.
Yes.
Nice, good.
You know?
I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I hope we've inspired people.
I've
to,
loved it. I really hope you know, we get the opportunity to come back sometime. You know.
No, it's been good.
Yeah. And
Yep.
then pretty much the only last thing to end on is can again. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! Yo, we gotta nominate someone for the next cast.
Ooh. Well, how many episodes we had now? 3 or 4, 4 or 5.
Yeah, something like that. 5.
Okay, well, I think that's enough for us to get Chaos on and probably get cancelled. So let's do that.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm second on that.
Oh
Let's-
god. Oh
let's get
god.
Chaos
Oh
on.
god.
Yeah.
The podcast survives.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm in for. I have no idea.
Seal.
Yeah. Let's do it.
We've had a good run.
Let's do it, man.
It's a good one to end on because we were talking about toxicity earlier on in this episode, and chaos is the embodiment of toxicity. So
Yeah, loved it.
Let's do it.
Really come into his own now.
yeah, I mean we kid. He's a genuinely really nice guy.
He
We
is,
love
he's
having him in the
genuinely.
team. He's a very good laugh to have in the team. He just loves being toxic. So
Oh, well said. Right on. I'll make a note for that, and I look forward to meeting him. Dude, that's the most nervous laughter I've ever had.
Just enjoy yourself, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to listening to it.
very good. All right, we'll say our goodbyes. Tiny, was there anything you wanted to say?
No, I
Do-
think we've covered it all. I think it's
Are we
Yeah.
gonna do a joke? Do you want a joke?
Oh shit! Yeah, the
Oh,
joke. Shit.
Bro.
Seal, I failed.
Oh,
Seal,
it's
I
cool, it's cool, it's cool.
Oh.
Go for
A
it.
joke prepared, man. I've heard like
Oh.
more jokes.
All right, hit me.
Okay, you ready? So it's a little bit rude. Why do walruses love a Tupperware party?
Don't know what a walruses love a Tupperware party.
Because they're always on the lookout for a tight seal.
Oh.
Bro, I'm
Like-
told it's 18 plus. I'm allowed to say such joke.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'm blushing. I'm blushing. My whole body is red.
Good.
Yes. Ha ha ha. You should try that in the club. I mean, I might try that. We'll see. I'll let you know how that goes.
Try it in your sauna. It'll go down well.
You know that, yeah? Yeah. They won't get it. They won't get it. They won't get it. They won't get it at all. They'd be like, "What is Tupperware?" I don't know. I barely know what that is. But
Do you not?
I mean, it's like
dishes.
plastic
I thought it was
tubs,
a
isn't
universal
it?
Thing.
Isn't it like plastic tubs?
Yeah.
I think
kinda,
Tupperware's
yeah.
like the brand, but yeah.
It's left everywhere.
Tupperware.
Yeah. Ashtrays also good with that.
Nah, it's kind of like plastic tubs that you put your Chinese order in.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Better. The last joke is always the best one. It's always the best one.
It's all on you now, Jake.
Yeah.
The last
Dave.
joke. I don't do jokes, man.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Put your joke in the links. Put your joke in the links.
Yeah. All right. Maybe I've just got a quick one.
Yeah.
Remember, if you don't sin, then Jesus died for nothing.
It is true.
So everyone should like.
Get sinning and get on Unite and start spinning on people because they just simply don't like it. So
Teabag.
do best.
I love a good tea bag.
You said it. You said it right there. All right, boys and girls. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I will say bye for now.
Thank you.
I'll say
Been a
bye
pleasure.
for now, and I'll see you all in the next and probably last podcast, depending on how much chaos taints it.
Very good. Bye now. Bye now. Bye.
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 Bye.